Hi guys, it's Legionero back with another quick and easy tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a zipper pouch with zipper tabs. On my blog, you will find the complete list of materials, and you will also find a template for you to print and cut out your fabric by. But let's go over everything you're going to need here. You're going to need your fabric. This is a cotton cloth fabric. You're also going to need fabric for your lining. This is also a cotton cloth fabric. So you have 2 pieces for your outside, 2 pieces for your lining, and you have 2 pieces for your zipper tabs. If you're interfacing, go ahead and cut out interfacing for all of these pieces as well, but I'll have that information in the blog post. You're going to need a 5-inch zipper. You'll either need clips or pins, whichever one you prefer to use. If you're using a faux leather or a leather or cork, you want to make sure that you use the clips. Some coordinating thread. And you'll also need a zipper foot. But again, a complete list of materials will be in the blog post, and I'll link that in the description box below. You'll also need your iron and your ironing board, and of course your sewing machine. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we want to do for our pouch, we want to work on our zipper tabs first. You should have 2. So go ahead and grab your zipper tabs, and they measure 2 inches by 1.5 inches. So you're going to take them, and I'm going to do one at a time, and have the wrong side facing up. You're going to take the side that's 2 inches, and you're going to fold and press. Then you're going to take one side, fold it towards the crease and press, and do the same thing with the other side, fold it towards the crease in the middle and press. All right, and then fold both sides onto themselves and press. And you're going to do the same thing with the other piece. Once you have both sides done, take your zipper and you're going to place one tab on one end of the zipper. And you can use some pins here to hold it in place. And the other tab on the other end of the zipper. Right, so what you're going to do, you're going to take this to the sewing machine and you're going to sew down this edge and down this edge. Now if you want to, you can unzip your zipper a little bit and you can take this in and you can slip stitch this a few times just to kind of get it closer together. For video purposes, I won't do that. I'm just going to kind of squeeze them together and place the tab. Now that you have your zipper tab sewn on each end of your zipper, You're going to take one exterior piece and one lining piece. Take your exterior piece and take your zipper and place it face down, meaning the zipper pull is facing down, and you want to make sure that the zipper is centered and at the top. Make sure your zipper is kind of centered in between the fabric. And you want to make sure your zipper tape is at the top edge of the exterior fabric. Alright. And it's okay if the zipper tabs are hanging off the edge, that's fine. I'm just placing a clip there to hold it in place. I'm going to take my lining piece and place it on top. Go ahead and clip it together. Make sure your zipper tape is all the way at the edge. Alright, you're going to take this to the sewing machine and you're going to sew down this edge with your zipper foot. Alright, so now what you want to do, you want to open this up, and then you want to flip it so that the wrong sides are facing. You can take this to the ironing board and give it a good press, and then you want to top stitch down this edge. Now that you have one side attached to your zipper, now we're going to take the other exterior piece and the other lining piece and attach that side to the zipper. Alright, so you want to make sure that your zipper pull is facing down, meaning the exterior pieces will be right sides facing. And make sure your pieces are lining up on the sides here. And make sure your zipper tape is flush towards the edge of the fabric. And take your lining and place it on top. Then take this to the sewing machine and sew down this edge using your zipper foot. All right, now you want to open this side up again and place the exterior and the lining pieces with the wrong sides facing, and you're going to top stitch down this edge just like you did the other side. So now that you have both fabrics attached to both sides of the zipper, go ahead and unzip your zipper about halfway. Take your exterior pieces, place them with right sides facing, and your lining pieces with right sides facing. And you're going to pin or clip each side together. Make sure that your zipper tape is facing the lining. So if you want to add a wristlet to your pouch, I'll link my video on how to make a wristlet strap in the description box below. So you would take your strap tab with your D-ring that you created from the other video, and you want to place it on the inside as you're pinning your pouch together. So I'm just going to place it on the inside. You choose what side you want it on. So I'm just going to place it on the inside, about 1 inch away from the zipper tab. And make sure the D-ring is on the inside of the fabric, sandwiched between the 2 exterior pieces. And then you just pin it together. When you get to the bottom of the lining, you want to leave an opening in the lining large enough to turn your pouch to the right side once we're finished sewing. So what I like to do is I like to use 2 different color pins. Leave an opening just enough so that you can stick your hand through and turn it to the right side. That's why it's important to make sure that your zipper is unzipped halfway. Now we're going to take this to the sewing machine. You're going to start at 1 pin, sew all the way around, and stop at the other pin to leave your opening in the lining. Alright, so now you have sewn around and left your opening in your lining. You can trim down. You can trim this down a little bit. And clip your corners. Don't get too close to the stitching though, but clip your corners because you want a nice clean edge. And also the zipper tabs that you sewed on, you may have some excess here. You can trim that, and you can actually trim it before you sew this together, but you can trim it after also. Right, so now just place your hand through the opening that you left in the lining, and I like to unzip my zipper a little bit more just to get my hand through. If I can get my hand through. All right, there we go. And just pull everything through the opening that you left in the lining. And push out your corners. I'm just using my finger, but you can use a point turner. You want to take this to the sewing machine, and you want to close up this opening that you left in the lining by just sewing really close to the edge. Go ahead and tuck in that seam allowance and sew really close to the edge to close up that opening in the lining. Now that you've closed the opening that you left in the lining, go ahead and tuck your lining on the inside of your pouch. You can give this a good press and you're all done. And you have your zipper tabs here. You have your strap tab with your D-ring. And if you made a wristlet, you can go ahead and place your wristlet. And you are all done. Alright guys, so that is it. You have a really cute pouch and it has zipper tabs on the end. And I decided to add the strap tab with the D-ring so that I could add my wristlet strap on here. If you didn't do it this time and you would like to know how to do it, I linked my video on how to make a wristlet strap in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click the thumbs up button and I'll see you in my next video.